What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to improve your life and, change the direction you see it going. You only get one. I mean, you gotta, you feel me, be able to look at your life and evaluate and grow. You know what I'm saying? So before I get in the title of my video, it's Saturday, June 29th. It's my birthday. Cancer gang, check in. You know what I'm saying? Big Cancer energy over here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Listen, it's people that have thousands and thousands of views and likes and all that, and that's cool. No, I don't hate on no one because everybody's on their own speed. But the moment you compare that to where you're at, it either is going to motivate you or make you non-motivated. You know what I'm saying? So listen, my drive to succeed and get my message out there is the reason why I keep going with this, regardless of how many people look at it. You know what I'm saying? The importance is the message, not necessarily the algorithm. You have a lot of people that just, you know what I'm saying, as the world is shifting, jump into something and looking for instant results and, trying to look at other people and compare their life to them. And when it don't go like that, that's where the discouragement happens. And most people don't stop chasing their dreams just because of that. I'm not gonna give up on, getting my message out there, and whatever follows after that, so be it. But I've created this channel again 2 years ago and I haven't stopped. So, again, thanks for y'all support. I really appreciate it. The title of this video is going to be on differences and changes. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, as you grow through life and you grow and you change out of, you know what I'm saying, the person that people always deemed you to be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, everybody grows up in a certain way that their family has catered them to grow up in. You know what I'm saying? And some people, listen, don't know how to get a job. Their family never worked a job. All they do is rob, steal, scam, and manipulate. You know what I'm saying? Then you have other families like their whole title is getting as much as money as you can, looking good and putting on a face and making sure when you step outside, you feel me, you look good and you put on a show. Some people is just work, go home. You know what I'm saying? It's different family social circles that everybody is growing up in, but a lot of times those certain circles and requirements that you grew up in tends to make you look down on other people that may not be up to that status or may not, you know what I'm saying, fit those requirements. It's a lot of things in life right now that are changing solely because of people wanting to be okay with who they are without feeling like they have to be judged, without feeling like, you know what I'm saying, they have to look down on because you're not moving in life the way I feel you should be moving. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a lot of that happening right now. A lot of people are stuck in their way of living. And if somebody comes in and is living differently or moving differently, they have a tendency to judge or look down or not feel adequate to match up. You know what I'm saying? So they tend to pull away, or they tend to retract back, or they tend to not be the type of people that they were with you in the beginning. And I'm only saying that from experience. Every single person I catered myself around, that I was around prior to me, only plainly just adjusting my life, looking at the things that I was doing wrong and adjusting and growing with myself. I'm still the same me. You know what I'm saying? But internally, I have grew as far as knowledge and wisdom and looking at my mistakes and moving forward. And I've learned that from everybody I've been around. But you have to understand, like, a lot of people don't have that same mind frame. They're closed-minded to only think what they've been trained to think, and they don't think nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So it tends for people to operate a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now what is going on in the world is a lot of people have the ability to be free and think for themselves, but because it's different from what other people think, people look down on that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm the type of person, I'm a free for all type of person. I don't care how you move in life. I don't care what you're doing. If your energy is cool, cool. And if it's something that I don't agree with, I'm not going to be around when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I have the right to, you know what I'm saying, live my life according to that. Like, it's a lot of people who are very powerful and they use the words, their energy, you know what I'm saying, the power that they have to influence others to move the same way that they move in life. I don't need that. I don't give a damn who don't follow me. I don't care who, you know what I'm saying, is not linked up. Walk, I don't need that. I can move by myself. I don't need nobody to agree with what I'm on and do what I do. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? What makes us different is you being you. Period. But don't be so you that you look down on me because I'm not, you feel me, doing what you're doing. And it's a lot of people out there like that. Like, believe it or not, a lot of the people that have a lot of people around them all the time have so much power and influence to be able to have a person, you feel me, solely think what they think and be on them because they're not confident enough in themselves to have their own power and say, wait, look, you're trying too much to try to get me to be on your ship and I don't want to be on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking for everybody out there. It's been times in my life where I've been up. It's been times in my life where I've been down. I've been the same person. Listen, in it's times I've been around people and they've been up and they've been down, I still rock with you for you, because at the end of the day, it will never be another you. If something happened to you, you will not be replaced. It doesn't matter what type of stuff you have, how much money you got. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself to be a rare individual only because it is a lot of people in life right now currently that only is rocking with people that they see have the status that's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Right now, everybody is want to be balling. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to be successful. Everybody want it to happen fast. Everybody want it to happen overnight. So we're about to stop what we've been doing our whole entire life and hop on this bandwagon. Listen, it's a journey. It's a walk in this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to become successful, you feel me, if you know what I'm saying, you're not putting in the work while also chasing the dream. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take time. For instance, it's a certain way you go about it. Everybody has a certain dream, something they good at, right? And usually you stay focused on it. But if you just dropped your job, you feel me, for you've been working at for a little minute to pursue, you feel me, online content creation, and you don't even know what you're going to make your content creation about, maybe you should wait off and hold off on that. You feel me? Until you get a plan together and then do it. You feel me? I'm not saying not chase your dreams, but it's a lot of people out there right now who are just jumping the bandwagon. It's a lot of people out there right now who are on their high horse and they're looking at people who have less than them. And you know what I'm saying? It's not on the same boat as them. And it's sad because for me, I'm the type of woman, you feel me? I know who I am. I know the type of power I hold. You know what I'm saying? But listen, the type of life I live, I don't need you to live my life. I don't need you to do what I want you to do. I want you to be okay with knowing who you are and also with being okay with me knowing who I am. But you have to think about it. A lot of people for so long have only been conditioned for people to agree with what they're on. And the moment you are not on that same hype, they tend to, you know what I'm saying, not want to rock with you no more. For instance, I love women. I'm into women. It's my thing. But I don't need the whole world, you feel me, switching to like women. No. I don't care about if you feel me, you want to be with your baby daddy. I'm all for men and women, you feel me, raising their kids in a household. Listen, I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, if two men want to be together. I don't care. I'm going to like you for your energy, not necessarily your character, not your personality, not what you feel is okay for you. Because as long as you like it, I love it only because I don't have to do that. Just because you do something doesn't mean I got to do it. And you got to think about it. The way our our world has been influenced. A lot of people have been, you know what I'm saying, had their feelings tatered in some way, so their whole life is based on who they can control and get to move how we move. You don't have the right to be yourself because we're all on the same boat. And that's the type of life we've been growing up in, and I see it. You feel me? The moment you are not on the same thing everybody else is on, they tend to detach. They tend to not want to kick it with you. But I think what people fail to realize is the fact that I don't care what you doing with your life. I'm going to do what I'm doing over here. And this is because I like it. And this is what's good for me. But if you strong enough in yourself, you shouldn't be intimidated by that. You know what I'm saying? You should just be like, okay, cool. She her own person. You know what I'm saying? She cool. And I'm going to be my own person over here. But to the level of society and life we've been raised up to, I cannot be on the same length as somebody else and what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have the power to be able to be okay with what they doing because I'm still trying to get power and control for myself. And I need that by having a crew or having people around me. You know what I'm saying? Listen. It's major changes happening in the world now. You got to think about it. There's a lot of people who really right now hate homosexuals and they don't want nothing to do with them and they don't belong in the church. And you know what I'm saying? It's against the church laws. Listen, I totally disagree. The Bible was written by man. I don't believe in religion. I do believe in God, and I believe God loves all his people. And I believe that I have the right to be in love with a woman if that's something that I want to do. Period. Shouldn't nobody, you know what I'm saying, derail me from that. But it's not really so much on the physical, because people, it's been happening for so long. People is okay with it. But behind the scenes, they could be talking about you. Behind the scenes, they could be moving off energetically because they're used to the standard way of life. A man and a woman that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. I did that. It wasn't really for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with it. And I like it. I didn't say you had to do it. But it's what helped me grow because I managed to authentically be myself. I wasn't trying to be like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I tried, you know what I'm saying, over here for a minute. I got a beautiful blessing out of it, but I'm over here with it. And I like it. It's comfortable for me. And if you're confident enough in yourself, you feel me, you should be okay with that. But you got to think about a lot of people are not. A lot of people are not confident in themselves. A lot of people need people to be around them because that's where they get their confidence from. When they're by themselves, you see a lot of things about people that you wouldn't normally see if they're around people. It's a crazy world, but it's changing. It's really changing. It's really elevating, and it's getting to the point where people are people. And you know what I'm saying? We need to understand that love is love, and everybody should just, you know what I'm saying, love each other. But that does not mean you have to conform your life to what they're doing. Does not mean they're going to influence, you know what I'm saying, the people you're around to do what, you know what I'm saying, you're doing. Stay strong and continue on your path and what you see set for yourself. And you feel me? And stay on that. I love women. I'm going to marry a woman, but I don't put that on my child. That's not something I teach her. I do it because I like to do it. And I think that's where people get it confused. Oh, she's like that, daughter's going to go. No, that's not the case. That's not what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I did it because it was something I enjoyed, and I sit down and I talk to her about that. You know what I'm saying? Because the world right now is going in the direction of, oh, you feel me, the homosexuals is taking over, and they're mad about it, and you feel me, they're men and women to be married, and listen, that okay, I understand, I'm not against that, but it's not for me. And that means it's been like that for so long, them trying to stick to the way the Bible was written and how your life should flow like that their people are totally energetically hell-bent and against and evilistic against anyone homosexual. And that's sad because at the end of the day, that's still a person. You know what I'm saying? So what if they're like that? It's successful. You know what I'm saying? Same-sex marriages that are successful. You know what I'm saying? I knew Queen Latifah was in a same-sex relationship from when she did Set It Off. Played the character too good to me, if you ask me. The Brat too, as well. I already knew what was up. You feel me? At a young age, I already knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't discourage what people are going to do for themselves. But they don't want people thinking for themselves. They have a schedule that they want you guys to abide by, which means everybody should go by the rules of man and woman marriage, two-family household, raise their kids, and anybody not doing that, we tend to look at them in a very discouraging way energetically. And it's sad because I'm very different from a lot of the people I choose to kick it with, and I think sometimes, not all of them, but some of them look at me in a different type of way because they're trying to figure out why you have grew energetically from being you, but we have been doing this same thing over here for so long, and you feel me, we ain't going nowhere fast. But you're doing the complete opposite of what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just is what it is. I just stuck to it and I never changed. And nobody could tell me this is how I had to be. At the end of the day, I was going to be me. At the end of the day, I was going to do what I wanted to do. And there was nothing that nobody was going to say to me. You know what I'm saying? To get me to switch up, to get me to do something different. And I think that's the best law in the world, is to authentically be yourself. A lot of people don't even know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting their influence on who they should be from other people around them due to, you know, everybody wanting to be somebody and be the star. Everybody, since a young kid, everybody wants to be somebody. You don't want to be in the world feeling like a nobody. So if you're around somebody that, you know what I'm saying, looks like they're somebody, everybody like them, everybody's rocking with them, sometimes you adjust your personality to fit that, because that's something you looking towards. You know what I'm saying? And I've done it, you know what I'm saying? And then come to find out that person that you looking up to really don't like you for real. You like, well, damn. You just don't know that I wasn't trying to be you, but I was trying to take some tips from you to help me grow, not knowing the whole time me just being me was the magic. You know what I'm saying? And that's what helped me grow to continue to be myself, because me just being who I am and not having to, you know what I'm saying, put on, or, you know what I'm saying, be something that other people wanted me to be, is how I grew internally in the inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sucker for love. I love being in love, and I'm gonna be married to my future wife. But this time around, it's not gonna be because I need you. It's gonna be because I want you. I know how to move in life. I don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? You get that type of influence sometimes where you're like stuck to that person. Their soul is connected to yours. So it's like an eternal bond. No matter how you grow in life, no matter what you're doing, you're magnetically attracted to that person. And no matter what, you stay stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that for me no more. You know what I'm saying? I just grew up in my life. I seen, you feel me, some boss women like take on the roles of things that niggas should do. And if they couldn't do it, they knew how to call somebody and get it done. Like, listen, that's just my life. You know what I'm saying? It's not that, she needed a man in her life. No, I didn't need that. But what I seen growing up is women being bosses. And I, unfortunately, happened to be attracted to a boss woman that knows how to, you feel me, not use her emotions when she's faced with a serious situation. It's not no time for that. You gotta, you feel me, make a move, or else you're gonna be stuck. You feel me? Sometimes women are too sensitive and they use their emotions when making decisions, and their kids gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna suffer. Like, no, listen, I'm attracted to women that know how to use their masculine and feminine energy. They know when to be soft and sensitive, and they know when to take their emotions out the situation. That's just how we had to grow up a lot, because a lot of the men were absent, not in the home. And they'd say, oh, well, that's because she didn't have a dad. Listen, I am who I am today based off emotionally not having those two people in my life. But I'm a boss, baby. There's not nothing that I can't do. If anything, it made me stronger. It made me have the ability to understand you can't move sensitive right now. You have to think with your head. Because not only are you looking after you, you also have a child you have to raise. She is dependent on you to hold your head strong. Because, you know what I'm saying? People have time to grow. People have time to elevate. But if they're not there, you have to, like, for instance, I teach my daughter, she's a Scorpio, very sensitive, but it's a time where you have to take that out, and you have to be smart and use your head and take your emotions out of your decision making. Otherwise, it's going to get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard. That's something I had to learn, because I'm a Cancer. I'm what? Everything I do has everything to do with feeling. But at the same time, I know how to turn them feelings on to where if you hurt me or you do something dirty to me, you're going to feel it. For the simple fact, I didn't do nothing but come to you with compassion and feeling and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part where a lot of people don't know how to you know what I'm saying, make the shift. And because I grew up around a lot of women that knew how to do it, I just find it sexy as fuck to me. You feel me? A woman that's a boss, that know how to make decisions and take her feelings out of shit, but at the same time have them feelings to where she treats people with kindness and compassion and loving. It's dope, it's sexy, it's a turn on, and I like it. And I'm not switching up for nobody, I'm not changing from nobody. This is me, this is who I am. I found myself in life trying to adjust and trying to fit in, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just not the type of person. I want to just be a housewife and have babies. I just don't want to do that. That's not where I see my life being, you know what I'm saying, or see myself doing. Just and that's okay. Who says I have to do that? It is women out there who want that. So if you're not getting it, you know what I'm saying, or you don't see me doing it and you doing that, why be mad at me when you can go find somebody that's with it? You know what I'm saying? I think that's where people get it confused. So what? You either gonna rock with me for who I am, or you just was never rocking with me, period, because now I'm in a completely different shift. I'm in a completely different mode. You know what I'm saying? I am me entirely. I don't push it on nobody. I don't make anybody do what I'm doing. I do it because I want to. You know what I'm saying? And then I to my daughter, I preach, you know what I'm saying, her having her own individual personality. You know what I'm saying? She has been awarded the opportunity to have a dad that is a lot more present in her life than I had my dad. And I'm not saying it makes a difference, but he can influence her as well as I can. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's important at the end of the day. But even if not, and you're a lesbian couple like the Brat and y'all have a baby, so what? You feel me? That's still love. A child just needs love, period. Not put down, not discriminating, you feel me? Not making it seem like they're less than. So don't do that to a child. Make a child feel loved all around. You feel me? Because when I do decide to marry somebody, you feel me, that person is going to be in my daughter's life as well as her dad is going to be in her life. The more love she has, the more she'll be able to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people object of the way I'm living. A lot of people are my enemies, even though they say you don't have no enemies. And you really don't, because it's just people hating you for them not growing where they need to be in their life. But then you got to kind of think about it. It kind of is enemies, because some people will never be able to see and grow where you are, so they're gonna automatically hate you for you growing, and it becomes an enemy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people at war with themselves right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who might be into the same sex and hide it, and it becomes a secret, and then it gets out, and then it turns bad. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's why I'm too confident in who I am, and I don't go around putting myself on the others. I don't go around faking it. I don't go around, you feel me, encouraging women to like women because I like them. No, that's not what I'm not doing that. I'm doing me and who I am. You feel me? And all I want is for people to respect me for who I am, period. You know what I'm saying? And listen, we in this day and age now where a lot of people, they're battling themselves and they don't know how to respect someone with a different way of thinking, because they're used to attracting people in their life that have the same way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. I'm not changing. I'm not switching up. I'm standing on business, and I am who I am. And people just have to grow and accept the change. If you really love somebody for who they are, you feel me, and the type of person that they are, why should the way they choose to live their life affect you in any type of way? So what if you like sleeping with every nigga every night? I don't care. That's you. I'm just not on that. You feel me? And I'm also going to be the type of friend, I love people so deeply, I might give you some advice and say, hey, maybe that's not a good idea. But the moment you shut me out or make me feel some type of way, I'm gonna get back in my car, and I'm going to stay in there, and I'm going to mind my business. Because obviously you're okay with what you're doing. And most people ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? We in a very diverse world right now, and just some people ain't ready. But I'm so confident in who I am. I'm not faking it. I'm not finna be somebody I'm not. You feel me? And I've tried it. So you can't say, oh, you never tried it. You never had this in your life. I did. But who I am does not have to be explained to anybody. And if you really love me for who I am, you're going to be okay with that. You're not going to try to energetically battle me or energetically be evil towards me because of the fact that you are not confident in who you are and you can't seem to grow. It's sad, but it's the world we living in right now. You feel me? And listen, it's change. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody. I just choose not to drink or not to smoke or not to do certain things in my life just because I've had experience in those things and it didn't give me the results I wanted. So I changed it up. So what if that's what you do? If that's what's gonna get you through life, hey, so be it. I like you for the person that you is, not because of the things you do or the things you have. And a lot of people are focused on that right now. And that's why a lot of people are losing friends. A lot of people are, you know what I'm saying, not clicking up like how they used to. Because y'all got to understand, people were only around certain people for certain things that they had, certain quality traits that they possessed. Wasn't their character or who they were. You know what I'm saying? That's how the life is built like that. Life is for people to solely focus on something that they don't value inside themselves. Because if you do and you solely love yourself and it's not about that, if a person grows from a person that they was into, you know what I'm saying, a person who grew up in life and changed, you would still be rocking with them. It wouldn't be no change. Because you love that person for who they is, not because of what they had or, you know what I'm saying, the type of status or the things they had. And I think since a lot of people are starting to understand that, it's hard for a lot of people, especially in my culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us clicked up with each other because we was hurt and in pain. So all we did was smoke and drink all day. You feel me? A lot of people was hurt and in pain. So, you feel me? Emotionally, we wasn't there for our kids. Like, so a lot of us clicked up together like that. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, trying to make the next dollar. You feel me? So we had to, you feel me, put the coochie on layaway, like, listen. And now that people are elevating and growing, some people are just not ready and they still stuck, and that's okay. It's just be sad because you be wanting to take everybody with you, but you have to realize everybody can't go. And I think that's the saddest part for somebody like me, because you feel me, I'm a Cancer, and the fact that I form bonds with people and I love them wholeheartedly with everything I have, and then to realize that they're not the same people and that I can't take them with me, that should be hurting, because it'd be like, damn, I've been rocking with you for so long. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were going to be able to grow together. Wasn't that part of the plan? But it don't be sometimes. And you got to be able to accept that mentally. And sometimes it's a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you know, even your family members, you want to take them with you too. But mentally they haven't grown. Even if they are older than you, they just can't go because they're still stuck in whatever mental cycle they're in. And you manage to pass that test and they just can't go. But me being who I am, I be wanting to take everybody. And I think that's the hardest lesson I had to learn throughout all this, is the fact that no matter how much you love and care about people, all of them just can't go. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because you be really, really looking forward to taking everybody you love and care with you. And that's where you got to learn how to detach. You know what I'm saying? Completely detached from what you thought was going to happen. You feel me? The situation, how you thought it was going to play out, it's not going to be like that. And in order for you to grow, you have to detach, because if you continue to stay stuck onto that, you feel me, energetically, them people haven't grown. So they're going to project their energy onto you, and it's going to keep you stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Not growing. So you have to learn how to detach, but it takes time. It's not an overnight process, especially when you've been having emotional bonds with people for years. It's a process. But of course, you know, it's Cancer Gang in the building. Today is my birthday, and I think I'm just at a point where I'm finally okay with detaching and understanding that everybody can't go, and everybody don't want to be on the same level of thinking as I am. You know what I'm saying? They're okay with where they are, and that's fine, but it was hard to accept for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I run by myself. I don't need a pack. I don't need a team. I don't need a circus. I don't need minions. I don't need none of that. I need a team eventually, but all of us have the same common goal. But for now, I just have myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly okay with understanding it is nothing wrong with me, and I'm perfectly okay with understanding I am who I am, and I'm not changing for nobody. I dealt with an identity crisis almost all my life trying to fit in everybody's social circle. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you got to change who you are to come over here, but you got to be who you are to come over here. And that's the test that most people ain't ready to pass yet. You feel me? So I just want everybody to know, like, just because you change and you grow and you elevate, don't get cocky. Don't have a motive. Don't have bad intentions. It's not meant for everybody to just, you feel me, be on this high horse. It's meant for people to understand that you will get further ahead when you're doing it solely for you and to help others. And everything else will flow behind it with no ill will, no malice towards anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no ill will, no hate, no malice towards nobody. If you don't agree with what I'm on or what I'm talking about, hey, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm not going to hate somebody because they're not. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no enemies. I don't have nobody I dislike. You feel me? Just, I understand that in this current period and age, some people may not like me just because I have grew and they haven't. And that's something that I got to be willing to accept. And at first it was difficult. I'm like, damn, what did I do? I didn't do nothing to nobody. I just myself. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that some people don't know how to be themselves. They get everything of who they are off of everybody else. And they've been doing it for so long, they're stuck there. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what it is, I just told you. As a world, as a society, as people, let's be more open and understanding. You don't have to hate homosexuals. There's nothing wrong with gay people. They're not, people you got to talk about and put down and discourage. We're people too. We deserve to have a place in the world like everybody else. Does not mean, you know what I'm saying, we're against mothers and fathers in marriage. We're not. We just ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, on an energetic level, people have been programmed for so long to follow the Bible and follow the way of living and teachings as that are in there. So now as the world is shifting and changing, it's people that make us the enemy. I don't give a damn. I am who I am. I'm standing on business. It is what it is. And I'm a person too. Think about that. I bleed red just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 2-parent households. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mothers and fathers that are married and raising their kids. Shout out to that. But I'm a boss who like boss women. That's just what it is. And I ain't switching up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for people to accept. If you don't know what it is, I just told you, man. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.